morning, we're going to have a catch-up on everything, bits and pieces, so it's a bit of a mixed film, this is. We'll start off with Debbie's win. Now, we shouldn't have to do it, as you can tell. We're having a bit of a off time, a break time, doing our Goldwing things. So it gave Debbie time to sit and wait on the phone. How many hours were you yesterday?
Hour and a half.
So anyway, today, just a little story, a little tip for. So anyway.
So this is Virgin Media renewal.
Yeah.
So that's my internet and the telephone.
That's all we got.
And to be honest with you, we only ever use the telephone to call one person.
Yeah.
And one person calls us on that line,
yeah.
so
we keep it.
We just keep it. But yeah, it came through to say my package ends.
What were we paying?
$36.99.
We were paying $36.99.
And it was going to go to $55.48.
Yeah. So Debbie, a few tricks that Debbie plays.
20 quid basically.
Yeah.
So I rang up and
that was that fixed, the previous one?
Well, I'd already done it the year before. 18 months ago.
So
I'd already reduced it before 18 months ago. So it came through again that he was going to go up to the 55.
And now this is, you're talking about an 18-month contract, aren't you?
Yeah. So I rang up, spoke to Angel.
Angel, what did she sound like?
She talking like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to really listen to try and figure out what she was saying. Anyway, Angel said she could get it to £48.23.
How much of a saving was that?
£7.
£7 saving.
So I said, no, sorry, it's too expensive. I can't afford it.
Because?
I didn't say anything else.
No, but you...
I was...
Hold on, you're going to keep that further down.
I've got a pensioner in the family. But I kept that in reserve.
Yeah, right.
So I said, sorry, that's no good. Put me through to the cancellation department.
No, the next department you
said.
The
next department. So should I next department cancellation? I said, yeah, that's fine. Put me through to cancellation. So went through to a cancellation department. Spoke to a very nice man. Told him I can't afford £55.48. And he said, what did she get it down to? I said, 48, and I still can't afford that either. It's too expensive.
You're living with a pensioner, aren't you?
So, anyway, he went on the computer. He said, what was you paying last year? And I went, £36.99. So, anyway, crunched the numbers, and he said, I can do it for £37.48. Is that okay? That'll do nicely, I said. Great, thank you very much.
So, but what narks you is...
So
they wanted to charge us, whatever, 50 odd quid. Yeah. But the new people, if you're a new person coming on.
If you're a totally new customer.
Yeah. Now we're
they will charge you £20.99 for the same services. Yeah. Broadband, telephone, £29.99 fee.
Now we're a loyal customer since.
Oh, for many years.
20 years?
Maybe not 20 years, but for a long, long time.
Yeah. 10 years. What were we before?
Sky.
We've never had a dish, have we?
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
Yeah. We had Sky.
Did we?
Yeah, got rid of Sky.
Okay.
But yeah, so 29 quid for new customers. So that really galls me. If they can do it that and still make a profit for 29 quid, they should be able to do that.
And
but anyway,
we've already saved a lot of money on the Manhattan boxes.
Well, yeah, but that's nothing to do with them, is it?
No, not. But another way we've saved on television, we were paying. What were we paying?
I don't know how much. I got rid of that and just have Freeview.
Yeah, we were on cable.
Freeview, Netflix. That's it.
Yeah, that's all we pay for now, and which is perfectly adequate. And we still get BBC One, BBC Two.
Yeah, that's the normal
ITV
standards,
and
isn't it?
Channel 4.
But anyway, I'm happy at 37. At least I've managed to nearly 18 quid off.
Yeah.
What they wanted to charge
on an 18-month
just for a
contract.
phone call, and the phone call didn't cost me because I dialed 150.
Yeah, so pretty good.
So yeah, don't be shy of going to the cancellation department and twisting their arm and pushing them.
Say.
And because I said, well, if you can't come down lower, I'll have to shop around, see if I can get a better deal from somebody else.
Maybe good.
Which I'm sure I can. So he was like, oh, hold on a minute, I'm sure I can do better than that. How about £37?
So don't accept the first one, and just politely ask, go to the next department, please.
Yeah.
And it's usually the department.
Unfortunately, I've got to do it all again in 18 months' time because they'll whack it up again in 18 months' time.
But a little Reggie and a Debbie tip. A little Debbie tip and a little woohoo, a win for Debbie. But unfortunately, you have to have the bloody time to sit on the end of the phone to do these things. It's not fair. Anyway. So, if you read the messages, Willie's had a rough time with his shingles.
Dark side of the shed.
Yeah. He's had a rough time with his shingles. I think we were lucky we took the pills pretty quick, didn't we? Watch out, bit of pornography coming now. The booby. Oh, it was very, very, do you want to get really close? Was very, very sore and was very, very mad and red. And that is still quite tender. But this ordinary soft feeling, I think this thing is rock hard and horrible. We put a pad on it to try and protect it. Anyway, just show that the other marks are going away nicely, aren't they? Hold on.
We haven't got any on your back now.
It feels as if they're still there. How far do we go?
Do you not believe me, do you? They've gone.
Yeah.
It was there. They're very, very faded there now.
Yeah, but they're still itchy like mad. I could scratch that all day. And there was one under there.
Yeah.
So we've been very lucky with the spot side, except, my boob has gone down, and I think round here it's lowered and gone round here a bit. And it's still very painful.
Oh.
But
What is a wuss?
I'm not a painkilling sort of person. I'd take the painkillers of a night, don't I? We finished the medicine now. One tablet 4 times a day. We had
5 times a day.
5 times a day. We had 7-day supply. Yeah, so they've come to an end, and we'll see how we get on. But it's still tender there, and I've still got pain around my back. But I think I got off lightly by looking at internet and what other people got. But makes your skin crawl. I've got a load of sometimes I feel like there's a whole load of earwigs walking all over me sometimes, and once you start scratching, you can't stop.
There's nothing wrong with him, is
there? Anyway,
he's full of very flipping energy.
Right.
Full of energy.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Full
that's
of energy, yes.
Right. So here we are, we're back at the little flashing strobing lights for something you buy on the internet. You're lucky if they last one time. These have performed surprisingly well. Wow, this is our 2nd year. They've been stuck there. And they do quite a good flash, don't they? They do quite a good strobe on the floor, don't they? So I was really pleased with these, and I've wired them in. Put a bit of tie wire on them, and all we do is, bring the lead, plug it in, put it on a jar, make it reach, so even a short lead doesn't matter. But I'm really impressed by these little El Cheapo flashing light units. They're performing really well, and this probably is going to be the last job, so I fully expect to see them last another year. Wow, really surprised. So one of the improvements that Honda did on their Gen 2, these side panels, they're a nuisance on bikes. I know this is a big plastic panel and the whole thing is covered in plastic panels, but the Gen 2 panel is linked with the box, so it won't come off unless you open the side box. So that means it won't fall off, because a lot of these panels, it just pops off gently. Just there's a right and a wrong way to do it, and I don't take it off that often. And there is a right and a wrong way to do it without. There's got to be a catch there somewhere, isn't there? There are. See, it just eases itself off. This bottom's got to come out somehow. Yeah. There we are. Hold on. Let's move around a little bit. Fully open. Fully open that door. Right. So this comes off here, and this comes out under there, and again it just gently pops out, just gently. Well, I'll shut that again now. We'll come around that and go underneath. You can feel where it's linked in somewhere. Comes down and under. Hold on. It's this one here, isn't it? There we are. So, oh, let's have a look. So the part of the door on the luggage holds it on. It's just a plastic panel. And we're just doing our checks. There's one goes in there, look. And there's one goes here, and there's one goes here. Now this one, this was the other one they like to fall off, these panels. They are a nuisance, but they've improved them no end. So anyway, we're, again, you've got to put them back correctly. They'll stay on, but you got to put them back correctly. There's one there, look. Little tab there. Don't force it, don't break the tabs off. It sits on the top there, it holds in here. It'll hold in here somewhere. Hold in there. This is the same, look. So we're just taking off the, we might put, we might do something with that. Potential rubbing place there, isn't it? Anyway, this will be, is that the fuel tank? Possibly, yeah. Because on these just sit on the fuel tank. This is the fuel, that isn't the fuel tank. That's false, that is. This is the fuel tank. And we just have a look. And whilst we're here, we'll dip the oil and have a look at the brake lever thing. Check out for leaks. Make sure we've got everything okay. Let me go and get a cloth and see what that looks like when we first pull it out. Oh yeah, there's oil on there. Let's get a cloth and clean that and dip that. So yeah, they're really good. Shows you how complicated they are. And it's all hidden behind plastic panels, and you can change all these plastic panels and turn them into chrome panels, can't you? Change that. Put a cover on this, you can change that, you can change that. Everything comes off. Everything will turn to chrome on these. And of course, this panel pops off on this side as well. Make sure the tabs are okay. Yeah. And the little bits are in the right place. That's the alternator. And the starter and the reverser is in there. And the rad overflow bottle water is in there. So, and again, the switch, you know, it doesn't allow you to drive off in gear. Make sure that switch is okay. There's nothing untoward going on. And again, this side panel is a plastic panel that just pops out. You just have to be gentle with it. But it doesn't fall off like some of the others do, because it's just, yeah. You feel it, it just pops. You can feel the resistance in the places where it is. Yeah, let's give that a tug without breaking it. Just be gentle. Just feel for it. Just give that a gentle tug. I think these come sideways, don't they? They come that way. We are. That comes that way. And this comes sideways as well. This comes out. There we are. And then this panel comes off nicely. Remember to tuck that up when we put it back in. And of course, we've got the battery And we've got the fuse box here, haven't we? This is the this is where all the, and you know, we've got the power hub. So instead of having loads of connections of loads of different things in there, you feed just one feed off here, goes into the power hub, and then the power hub feeds all the auxiliary lights, the flashing lights, the spotlights, the lights in the front, the lights on the top there. All the auxiliary stuff gets the in-off power hub, so it leaves the original wiring alone on the, you know, fuses. And this is the remember to put that back in through the hole when we do the charging. We keep it on a charger, you know, trickle charger, and everything looking okay here. Yeah, all just put your eyes over it, almost like look for trouble. Just see if something looks out of place, something shouldn't be where it is, something coming loose, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, usual sort of stuff in between journeys. And of course we added switches to it, didn't we? Wow, Rick does a fun, and of course the power for the cameras front and rear. Rick has done an absolutely excellent job on wiring it up. Yeah, and actually, if you remember the last one that got a knock, when the and then add all that sort of added on stuff to it, when the insurance inspector came to see it, obviously looking for faults, looking for something wired up wrong or mistakes, the message came back to me. He said it was the best, because obviously you can imagine how much butchery goes on in these, how much butchery goes on, deliberate or accidental, on wiring these bikes up with all the wires everywhere. The inspector bloke, the insurance inspector bloke, said it was the best, tidiest wired up job that he'd seen on these. Because, you know, if you're an insurance inspector and you look at these things, you can see some right doctoring jobs on the wiring, shall we say. Yeah, so excellent.